So now you are actually a lawyer by training and even
That's
by
right.
profession, but you're not practicing law
No.
full time. So now you've gone into the educational field. So what exactly are you doing? I know you're a professor.
I head the Department of Human Rights and Duties Education in Ethiraj College.
I like that combination of the word human rights and what's that?
Duties education.
Duties education. Yeah, it's the duties thing that we tend to forget.
Absolutely, but it's important to remember that for every right, there is a corresponding duty, and we're just stressing on that fact. In fact, Ethiraj College is the first college to offer a full-fledged postgraduate degree program in human rights education. We received funding from University Grants Commission, New Delhi, and commenced this program in 2002.
Okay.
The MA degree course in Human Rights and Duties Education is offered as an interdisciplinary program.
Okay. So most anybody can walk in and...
Exactly, which means any graduate is eligible to apply. She may have, done her BA or
Biology
BSc,
or this or
biology,
that,
name
whatever.
it, any subject.
You can go into a master's in
Yes,
this one.
yes. We have a student who's done fashion technology who has come in. We have students of law who have chosen to take up this program, students from nutrition, sciences.
I see. Oh,
It's
truly.
students from diverse backgrounds.
So they come in out of
come in for
interest?
this
Is
course.
that what it's, or do
Some
they
of
see a
them
potential
come in
there?
out of interest. Some of them are not quite sure what they're getting into. But we're very happy we're able to sensitize our students
Anyone
to
drops out?
contemporary human
Anyone
rights
drops
issues.
out?
Yes, that's natural. We do have a few students.
They do.
Who-
They say this is not what I came in here for.
Not exactly for that. I do believe they like the program as such, but there may be domestic compulsion. Some of them have
Okay.
get married and leave.
Ah, yes, that of course.
That's
that
there.
sort of thing. There.
And a good many of them have managed to continue the course even after marriage, and I'm glad to
And what
say
is
that.
the employment potential, if you want to call it that, of such a course?
Yeah, there is a growing potential for human rights, students of human
yeah.
rights education, because apart from being absorbed by NGOs, our students have also availed of internship with governmental organizations. Some of them have undergone internship with UN agencies.
Okay.
And given that the concept of corporate social responsibility has come to stay, I do
Yes.
believe there is good prospects for our students to also join the CSR wing of corporate bodies. I do hope that will become a reality.
So they can properly implement the funding and the policies.
It's important because here they've gone through a program, a highly specialized program where they trained in outreach programs.
Mm-hmm.
They do considerable field work. They've engaged in empirical studies,
Okay.
and as such, would be suitable candidates in a corporate organization which also wants to strive to make a difference to society.
Yeah. And meaningful difference and sensible or
Exactly.
not lose the money and
Exactly.
waste it all that. So you actually have people who are still in touch with you, who have gone out from your...
Yes, the students continue to keep in touch with the department, and we're very happy about that.
Yeah.
And we have what is called Jagrati, a human rights association, to which all our students, past and present, are also members.
So how many colleges run this kind of course?
I'm told Holy Cross in Trichy offers a postgraduate program in human rights education. NHRC website talks of about 11 colleges across India
I see.
offering a program.
So it's still
in
a
human
kind of
rights
nascent
education. It's
thing.
relatively nascent, but all across the world there's increasing awareness of human rights. And the need of the hour is to promote more and more awareness,
So-
and also sensitize
So
young
do you think
minds.
this is not enough just for college and you should go a little deeper down into,
Yes, and
into schools maybe?
that is one of the strengths of the course. We were able to ensure that our students act as a conduit between academia and other actors of civil society, because we believe that human rights education will be meaningful only if students undertake extension work,
Yes.
perform field visits,
So go and talk to
and
young
are
students.
engaged in advocacy efforts where you're trying to promote greater awareness on human rights issues.
And does it require this kind of formal training, or is it just something that we ought to know?
Well, ignorantia juris non excusat. That's what the maxim says. That is, every person is expected to know the law of the land. So it's very important to be aware of the constitutional provisions which protect human rights of every citizen in the country.
So these acts where minors are not supposed to work in
Exactly.
restaurants, this that, is that all fall under human
Yes,
rights
you have
also?
a number of legislations
Okay.
which are designed to protect the well-being of people.
So who
country,
implements
and
all
all
these
this
kind of things,
comes-
like policing these places where children are being imprisoned or hosteled, and so is that also, do human rights people
That
go
is
on?
a serious problem in our country. We have no dearth of laws there. We have a plethora of laws. The question is, how well are these laws being implemented? And
Yes.
that's the need again for human rights education, where people are sensitized to the
Or they
problems
see
that
a crime
surround
happening
us.
right in
Yes,
front of them.
and they're taught to engage in advocacy.
Yes.
What happens if you have a problem? How will you file? How do you file? Go about
Where do you
filing a
go?
case? If there's a gross human rights violation, what is the kind of advice you're going to go give a person, the affected person? How do you file a petition before State
So
Human
do you-
Rights
do you-
Commission?
do you
Or how
think-
do you file a petition before National Human Rights
Ah,
Commission?
oh yeah, I
How
mean-
do you file a FIR in the first place?
All
Basic
that comes
things,
right-
yes,
a little bit of
lot
it-
of clinical legal education is imparted to students along the course.
Okay, so do you think you could see in the future at least school children also getting some little?
We do believe that human rights education should ideally be started at the primary school level.
Oh, that's seriously
Absolutely.
entry level.
Yes, entry level. In fact, as Eleanor Roosevelt rightly pointed out, human rights education begins at home.
Okay.
Yes.
So you look after your
It
own
begins
brothers and
at
sisters.
home, yes.
So there you heard
that
it.
sensitization needs to be ingrained, and there's no point in having just laws. What we really require today is a change in the mindset of people.
So there you heard it from her. One more person who says more or less same thing. It's got to change right from the bottom, and then you'll see all the things happening. So thanks a lot, Sriranjani, and we hope
Thank
that
you
you'll come
very
again
much,
and we shall
Madav.
talk
Thank you
again.
so much.
Thank you.